Good morning, dear students. Let's come to part 2, Lost Spring Stories of Stolen Childhood, written by Annie Sam. Part B, I Want to Drive a Car. About Firozabad, the very first thing. And before I come to the point, I just tell you what the difference between part A and part B of the chapter. Part A ends with Sahib is no longer his own master. His own master. But in part B, the character Mukesh says that he insists on being his own master. Being his own master. So this is the big difference in both the parts. Sahib is no longer his own master because he works at a tea store right now, but Mukesh wants to become his own master. Let's come to the part. About Firozabad. The very first thing is Firozabad is famous for Firozabad is situated in Uttar Pradesh and it is famous for bangle making. Not today, but for many generations, this Firozabad is famous for bangle making. In every house, in every corner, in every street, you will find nothing but bangles. Okay, so when Mukesh, being a bangle maker or a member of, you can say, bangle making family talks to Anizang and say that I want to drive a car. What is his dream? I want to drive a ar. Then Anizang asks him, do you know anything about cars? Mukesh simply says no, but with the passage of time I will learn about cars. Okay, so this is the one thing in which we get to know Firozabad is famous for bangle making and an interaction between Mukesh and Anizang about his dream, and it is their family, means not only Mukesh family, but there are so many people who had been or has been or have been, even their families have been working in glass bangle industries for many generations. Now, next point, visit to Mukesh's house. Anizan goes to Mukesh's house and finds them. There were at least 20,000 children who has been working in glass bangle industry. What is the main negative point of this bangle industry? That is blindness. When Anizan visit Mukesh's house, she got to know that this particular Firozabad is also doing child labor because they're small children, they never go to school and they help their children in making bangles, and gradually they became perfect in making bangles. But with the passage of time, as we know that to design different colors and design of bangles, we need to focus on bangles in dark apartments or dark rooms. Okay, due to which the people of Firozabad at their young age become blind and they become dependent on their children. In this one, we get to know that two things: one is child labor, second one is the blindness. Okay, so what is the condition of Mukesh's house when Anizan went to Mukesh's house? First thing, the very poor condition of house, but Mukesh says that it was rebuilt. Okay, the house was rebuilt, but when she goes over there, she found that a weak young woman. Who is the young woman there? Bhabhi of Mukesh. Actually, how many members are there? Bhabi, their father, and Mukesh. Three characters are there in this story. So when she goes there, Mukesh Bhabi was preparing evening food for the whole family, and her eyes were filled with smoke, but she welcomes Annie Zhang with her smile, and father was also there. Okay, now what is Mukesh's father? Actually, in the beginning, he was a tailor. Mukesh's father was a tailor. He started stitching the cloths, but he failed in this profession because by tailoring he could not earn sufficient money to fulfill the stomach and to complete the needs of the family. That's why he returns to bangle making. Okay, and after that, what does he teach them? To whom? Only to Mukesh and his brother. What? The art of making bangles. Okay. His father was failed in tailoring. His father was failed in making house. His father was failed in sending his children to school. But all he did, what was that? Art of making bangles. He taught his children how to make bangles so that they will not get any other problem except fulfilling their stomach. Now, next one is about grandmother. Mukesh's grandmother is also there. So see this, it is his karam or destiny, says Mukesh's grandmother, and she got blind in her young age because of bangle making, and she points one thing: what can a God-given lineage ever be broken? What is God-given eyesight? Okay, what is God given? Eyesight. So here she comments on that, and after that we get to know in the chapter there are so many kind of colors of bangle making, and in every yard and every corner of this Firozabad we get to see that there are only bangle makers. Now next thing is about Savita. Savita is a young girl. In this chapter we have a short description about Savita. Savita is a young girl, and today she has you can say become a bride, wearing pink dress, okay, and soldering piece of glass in her wrist, and her moved no sorry her hands rubbed with the henna, and we know that bangles are the symbol of suhag. Okay, so besides Savita there is an old lady. Now what is the difference between these two characters? Both of them, like Savita and old lady, they have bangles in their wrist. Okay, but this old lady is blind, means does not have eyesight. So this is what? This is the negative point of bangle making. And here this character has been described just to show the auspiciousness of bangles. Okay, because it is a symbolism of suhag. Then next thing, this old lady say that एक वक्त से शेर भर खाना भी नहीं खाया. It means we people, she say that we people killed our life, you can say, without fulfilling our stomach, just to mind that the life of our children, because they did not get sufficient food for the family members. That's why एक वक्त से शेर पर खाना भी नहीं खाया. It means she has not enjoyed even a one full meal in her entire lifetime. anyhow she has managed the things. Now next thing is about very good thing about this one. And he then asked Mukesh and other people that why not organize yourself into a cooperative. Cooperative means unity. Why don't you create your community in which some people some person will be the leader and you will be upgraded to the next level of a living life. Then Mukesh gives one reason that if we get together, defense means especially police send drag them to jail and saying that you are doing something illegal. You are doing something illegal. It means they are being oppressed here. And these people, the people of Firozabad, they live in two different world. Two different world. One world is of poverty, okay, and the second world is of sahukar, policeman, keeper of law, bureaucrats, and lastly politicians. Their life has been divided into two parts. In one part, poverty that they get by birth, and second part, the oppressors, sahukar, policeman, keeper of law, bureaucrats, politician. Okay, so these are the people who never want to uplift the people of Firozabad of bangle making. So there are the two different world. And one more thing has been highlighted here. There are certain things which compel them to be under their pressure of these people. And lastly, in the last part of the chapter, when Anizan talks to Mukesh about the dream, see, he says, Mukesh says that I will go to garage, okay, on foot, even though he knows that the garage is long way from his home at a short distance. Okay, Mukesh will go to garage daily on foot and will learn how to drive a car or to become a motor mechanic, and gradually he will complete his dream. He will fulfill his dream. Suddenly, at that time when Anizan and Mukesh were talking to each other, few aeroplanes fly over Firozabad. Okay, this is the very important line, the very last line of the chapter here. What is the explanation of this one? When they were talking to each other, few aeroplanes fly over Firozabad. Then Anijang says that these people, like Mukesh and other people of Firozabad, they have seen cars only in Firozabad moving in the streets. So their limitation is up to cars, to drive a car. Okay, so they never think about airplanes. One reason. Second reason, this Firozabad is very backward or un, un you can say underdeveloped. So two reasons are there. One thing, this particular area means Firozabad is undeveloped, and second thing, these people like Mukesh and other people, they have limitation up to cars. That's why few airplanes fly over Firozabad. It is just a hop for Mukesh to uplift his dream and to do something different from his family members. So this is the ending of the chapter, dear students. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a good day.